while I was harvesting this clay in the wood, I did make 3 little clay balls just by mixing water and the raw dirt together, just to see what would happen. And when I did, they were really sticky. They made such a big mess. But as you can see, I didn't crush any of the clay properly, and I didn't knock out any of the air or indeed any of the organic matter. But it has, over the course of nearly a week, it has dried out quite well, and it's actually quite easy to work. So I might just have a little play with this, see if I can make something out of it. Obviously it won't work as something to be fired, but no, it is workable. Well, after a small amount of working, and bear in mind this is the first time I've worked clay since I was at school, it does actually appear to be doing something decent. And so I've just been doing that, and after about a minute or two, I managed to make this, which I've seen other people use as the essential building block of everything, basically. And this won't work, but it's good to know that it can be worked in a rudimentary way. So you could do this and turn this into, I don't know, the base of a cup or something like that. Use a bit of slip to fill in the gaps. Good, yeah, just good to experiment. It can be used. Okay, yeah, it's obvious that this is, you know, very, very crumbly and not, you know, not really fit for purpose, and I just don't think it would work. But it's good to start handling it, start smoothing stuff off, filling in gaps and stuff. Oh, I can't remember, is this how you make slip? It's a long time since I did this. And then, yeah, I thought the idea would, you know, kind of be, this would be the start of a base of a cup or something like that. Look at that though, it's smoothing off. Didn't use any water under here, that's probably why that won't stick. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, definitely need to do a bit more research, a bit more learning, but that's what this is all about. Okay, so that's the piece of coiled pottery I made from the clay that I collected and bundled into 3 balls. Believe it or not, it stayed together for about 2 weeks now. So I'm going to try and fire it today in this fire and see what I can learn from it. So I haven't put the piece of pottery straight into the fire. I'm just gradually warming it up at the edge first, and I can move it forward closer to the heat and turn it round just to get it warmed through before it does actually touch those flames and those embers. Okay guys, so it's the next morning. The fire was burning for about 4 hours. Let's see what's happened to the piece of pottery. Well, it is still there, not been nicked, and it does appear to be terracotta colour. It was left to cool very naturally. It's still a little bit warm here, which is good, but look at that. That's astonishing. It hasn't, come on focus, it hasn't broken, hasn't cracked. Yeah, it's still the right colour. It's the colour you'd expect a piece of pottery to be. That is astonishing. Well, I'll clean it up and give you another look. Okay, so I've given the piece of coiled pottery a little clean up, and here it is. It survived. It's in one piece. It's feels and sounds like fired clay pottery, and I'm astonished, absolutely astonished at how it's gone. You can even see some rudimentary glazing having taken place there, where wood ash has touched it and then has continued to fire. So that could form the basis of what we use for glazing the project that we actually make. This is not particularly useful. It's not very deep. It does hold things. You can put things in it. So it could find a use in the workshop. But as my first ever piece of self-made pottery, I'm quite impressed.